Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 55 of Chance Ball, and this one is titled Giving Up the Job. So you told people we were dating? He asked, baffled by this revelation. No, not exactly. I didn't correct them. I liked the thought of you being mine. You protected me and... You know I have a girlfriend, right? You know I love her more than life itself, right? That stung poor Omoe's heart. But I love you too, she said in a quivering yet bold voice, standing up for herself. If you give me a chance, I can... You're 14 years old, he snapped angrily, trying to keep it gentle but losing his cool very quickly. 14, you don't even have pubic hair. This comment shocked her, and he realised how very Dabi that line was and quickly backtracked. I don't want to know, he said quickly, closing his eyes and shaking his head. I'm just trying to point out that you're far too young. The tears that had gathered at the corners of her eyes now grew too many in number and spilled down her cheeks as the realisation of her rejection by the guy that she was crushing hard on smacked her between the eyes. Who else knows about you not correcting the boyfriend thing? She sniffed, half sobbing as she wiped the tears away. Our server. Dabi's face darkened terrifyingly, and Onway thought he was going to explode, but he just turned and walked away a few steps before turning around. Let it be known, I'm not your boyfriend. I've never been your boyfriend, and I love my girl more than anything else in the world, he stated loudly, making her cry even harder. He knew he should have been more gentle with her, but he was so pissed that at that point his anger blinkered him to every other emotion. Storming off, he didn't hear her run up behind him until she had thrown herself against his back, clinging to him. Please don't go! Please don't go! I need you! Let me go, he said darkly. You're a child. The next bit was a blur as he fought her off and left, not looking back as she collapsed onto the ground and cried. Sorry, the banging in the background of the boxes that I don't know if you could hear are my guinea pigs that have decided to have a bit of a, I don't know what was going... Zans, are you just being a menace? I do apologise to the listeners. You interrupted, and now Fluffs is chewing on the boxes. Hey, can you please be quiet while I'm recording? Hey? I'd appreciate it greatly, and so would my listeners. And we'll get back to this chapter, hey? Yeah? You gonna be good? Please be good. Yeah. Some of her teammates witnessed the whole thing from the door of the hall, with mixed feelings, but they all had to admit that he had made himself clear with where he stood in regards to his relationship with you and his very not relationship with Omoe. A little later, while Omoe was being consoled by some of the girls, the 16-year-old who caused this mess just so happened to show up. Oh, what happened? She asked with overly fake concern as she approached one of the girls out of earshot of the sobbing Omoe. Dabi, he said some mean stuff to Omoe. I don't know everything, but it sounds like Omoe wanted to be with him and he turned her down pretty harshly. Oh, the 16-year-old hummed, glancing past the teammate to Omoe. That's so horrible. Maybe we should talk to Coach Tankata to fire him. The teammate hummed hesitantly. Well, I don't know everything, so, No, I think he should be fired, she said sternly. I'm going to get my dad to talk to the coach. And with that, she turned and strolled away, a giant grin on her face. Dabi fumed his way home to get the car, and then drove angrily to your work to wait for you to finish so he could take you home, but he turned up an hour and a half early and just sat in the car scowling at the brick wall outside your work. You had seen his car turn up and you tried to look out the window to see him better, but the place he had chosen to park in was just outside of your line of sight, and you grunted with frustration. Why is he so early? What's happened? Why hasn't he come in yet? Being at work, you hadn't checked your phone, so his message to you was still sitting unread in your inbox. After an hour, he finally hopped out and stormed inside. Oi, he greeted you tersely. Did you get my message? I'm at work. You pointed to your uniform and rolled your eyes sarcastically. I have to leave my phone in my locker. Since when did you play by the rules, Miss Goody Two-Shoes? He asked, half playing, half annoyed. Why are you here so early? You asked, crossing your arms across your chest. Hell, man, he snapped, turning and fake punching at the wall. Bro, could you not do that on camera? They're going to think you're going to rob the place again. What happened? Where do I start? He groaned and turned to the counter, slumping his hands and arms down onto it. You placed a hand on the back of his head and rubbed it gently. What happened? You asked, a little softer this time. Okay, first of all, he said, looking up into your eyes, I've never freaking cheated on you, so I don't know what the hell this bitch said to you. I just found out today that a freaking child has a crush on me, and she's been telling everyone I'm her boyfriend. Okay, well, not telling everyone, but somehow people thought I was her boyfriend and she just didn't correct them. So that's where the rumours started. What's worse, she's the worst on the team. So yes, I've been paying a little more professional attention to her to pick up her skills, because the team is only as strong as its weakest player. So, hey, it's okay. I've had time to calm down now, and I trust you 100%, yeah? I know you wouldn't cheat on me, you said honestly. She's freaking 14. Dabi held up a hand as if to say, what the hell? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. I thought they were all 16. Not that it makes it any better. No, she's 14 and made a really hard pass at me, but I sat her ass down. When? Today, when I was leaving. That's when I found out about all this. You know what, though? It's that all that 16-year-old bitch is doing. I bet she's freaking run to your boss right now to tattle on you and spin the story to get you fired. Oh, my frackin' waffle-ass bitch, she'd better not. Your voice trailed off as you ran for the staff room and then raced through, grabbing your phone and then running back. I'm not letting you get fired over this. She's going to see a whole other universe when I slap her. She better pray I don't slap her back to her previous motherfrickin' life. After opening your phone to contacts, you looked up at Dabi. What's your boss's number? I'm going to call him. He pulled his phone out and scrolled down to Tonkata's number and then read it out so you could put it into your phone. Angrily, you punched it in and hit call and then shoved the phone up to your ear and waited. Tonkata answered curiously, as it was an unknown number that wasn't saved in his phone, and you greeted him quickly and told him who you were. Listen, you said, cutting right to the chase. I don't know if rumours have hit your ears, but I just wanted to get in first and explain things before it got out of hand. Does this have something to do with your boyfriend Dabi and Omoe, a girl on the team? Yes, it does. Has your 16-year-old server been in your ears? You asked, trying to hold back your sass. Well, yes, she came to be quite concerned. Okay, now let me tell you the real story, you said, not bothering to cover the annoyance in your voice now. Your 16-year-old server has never liked Dabi. Oh, yes, that's true. And so she's trying to mar his name. He's never dated nor made a pass at Omoe, but Omoe has developed feelings for him. Ah, Tonkata hummed. Okay, that makes more sense. And in all honesty, I thought, well, I was more worried that something like this might happen. Dabi's very good with the girls, and I've seen the looks that they give him. Well, he's always been professional. He's never done anything inappropriate to any of them, you said sternly. Yes, I was a little alarmed at the accusations, Tonkata mused. And I assume she demanded that you fire Dabi, you asked. Yes, Tonkata confirmed. Well, there you have it. She has a bone to pick with him, and she wanted him gone, so she's lying through her teeth to get him booted out. I see, Tonkata said. Is Dabi with you now? May I have a word with him? You looked at Dabi and handed him your phone. He wants to chat. Take my phone. I don't have much longer to go, and then my shift ends, so I'll start closing up. Dabi nodded and took your phone. Boss, he said as he put the phone to his ear. There was a pause as Tonkata said something to him, and your man nodded as he turned for the shop doors, talking as he went. Yeah, I figured. You sighed as he walked out. I don't want this bitch to win. It's not fair for her to say crap like this and get away with it, you thought. I know what's been said, Dabi said to Tonkata as he walked over to his car and leaned up against it with the phone still to his ears. Although I've only become aware of the extent of it today. What happened? Tonkata asked. I'd like to hear your side of the story before I deal with the other side. I was at the hall training the girls, as usual. Then my girlfriend showed up and blew up to me about dating someone on the team, which shocked me, because this is news to me. Who the hell am I supposed to be dating that I don't know about? And then she told me that a girl had approached her at the mall and had told her I was seeing someone. She didn't say who the girl was. She didn't ask for her name. Tonkata hummed. So I described the team server to her, and my girlfriend said yes, that it matched the description of the girl who'd come up to her. I'm not surprised, because I know she doesn't like me, but I don't know her accusations had some truth to them. I see, Tonkata added in. After the lesson, I go to leave, and Omoe chases me and asks me to help her practice, and when I said no, she, through a short conversation, revealed that people think her and I are dating, and that she hadn't corrected them. Then she gets adamant that we're meant to be together and starts going on about crap she shouldn't even be entertaining the idea of, he said, getting more and more angry as the story unfolded. I told her very clearly, no, we're not dating, and no, I'm not interested in you, to which she had a meltdown. I don't know any more because I left at that point. Tonkata hummed thoughtfully. Well, I was on my way in when the team server stopped me at the gate and said she was concerned for her teammate because you had allegedly said some hurtful stuff to her, and she was concerned that it was because Omue had refused to do unsavory acts for you because you and Omue had been dating in secret and now you were wanting more from the relationship. It was at that point Dabi was glad that he had your phone in hand because had he been holding his own, he feared he would have thrown it across the car park and smashed it into a million pieces. What she's doing is a crime, Dabi seethed. She could get jailed for saying crap like this. Very true, Tonkata agreed, siding with Dabi immediately. Don't concern yourself too much with her. I will see to it that she is properly disciplined. But what would you like to do? Dabi grunted and looked down at the ground, his brow scrunching as he warred with his options. I enjoy my job, he said after a while. I really do. Volleyball's a big part of my life. But, yes? Tonkata asked regretfully, knowing there was going to be a catch. I can't stay if this is going to be a recurring theme. I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but if these children keep getting crushes on me, then it's going to make things very not fun. He desperately wanted to swear again, but he thought he could possibly have used up all of his swear allowance with his boss, so toned it down. What do you suggest then? Tonkata offered gently. He knew where this was going, and he didn't want to push Dabi in either direction, so he waited for the Ravenette male to say it by himself, unprompted. As much as I feel like this has been a defeat on my part, Dabi started, I don't want to have any more rumours hanging over my head. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to decline working with you and the team. What do we think? Did he make the right decision? Did he not? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for the next chapter.